The key for SGTech is not just making Singapore IT literate, but also we make sure that people are using the media to know, to learn about what's happening in the world.
It was necessary for a private industry to be formed to participate in the National Computer Board's plan to put up an IT plan for Singapore.
I was very concerned about our smaller local IT companies. There was great interest for them to survive and thrive. We really wanted them to participate in our national computerization initiatives. If they could develop, then this would actually lead to a sustainable industry.
To prevent the fragmentation, both the NCB and us felt that there's need to combine and become one entity, and therefore can derive synergy and address the larger market.
By coming together, we saw the opportunity that was beyond Singapore. Singapore we recognize as a fairly small market, but it allows us to develop a lot of competency. It allows us to create very successful computerization programs in Singapore. Because of the compactness of Singapore itself, we had successful execution and implementation of computer plans, even at that point in time.
We want to also close the gap of the industry with the understanding between the government and the trade, because the government then was the NCB. I was on the cluster, they call it the IT 2000, which sets the Singapore direction being an intelligent island.
One challenge we had was answering the question, how can SITF represent the IT industry when most of the companies in the industry at the time were not our members? So actually we went around to persuade most of the big organizations at least to join us.
Singapore tech landscape has evolved, continuously, and so has the association. And that's rightfully so, and will continue to do so. I don't see it stopping.
Being the first female chairman, it was funny that everyone is trying to figure out, what to call me, chairperson, chairwoman, or chairman. Most importantly, I fondly remember the diverse group of councillors who each brings their wisdom to council meetings. I really enjoyed the camaraderie, and most of this friendship still lasts till today.
Being the only federation that represents the infocom industry in Singapore, we offer visibility, networking, and opportunities to enhance business relationships. As a member, we have privileged access to industry events and conferences.
How do we remain responsible to our constituents, our members? How do we make sure that we represent their needs and interests? I think that became the foundation of what we do.
As you know, I was involved in the tech sector when I moved over to the Ministry of Communications and Information. Within that ministry, I was able to interact with the industry on almost a continuous basis. I know the president of SGTech there, Mr Ken Wye, quite well. And in our conversations, he asked me whether or not I could come into SGTech and lead the first ever board of governors together with two other colleagues from the industry. I saw that as an opportunity for me to continue my role in the tech sector, where I can help the tech sector to grow. In the case of the board of governors, it was really about how we manage the limited resources that we have, and yet at the same time to ensure that we have the right policies in place, that those resources are used wisely for the benefit of the industry. So that was my reason why I decided to continue to play my part by joining the board of governors of SGTech.
Well, the mission for SGTech is really to advocate for change that drives what enables tech innovation, accelerates tech adoption across all sectors and industry. Well, we have a once-in-a-lifetime chance for Singapore to be the global digital and data node or hub built on trust. If we can get our act together, government and industry hand in hand, we can really entrench Singapore's role in the digital economy for decades to come. We also advocate that there is no option B for planet Earth when it comes to sustainability. Tech must be, and tech will be, the enabler for sustainability, not against it. While we also have benefited immensely from the close guidance and friendship of our patron for our Digital Trust Committee, Mr Tan Chin Ngiap, who is now the Senior Minister of State for Ministry of Communication and Information and Ministry of National Development. Well, we've come this far, 40 years of SGTech. It's not easy. Many organizations don't even survive 40 years. Yet, we must remain humble to acknowledge that we're in this position of strength due to the leadership and foresight of our predecessors in SGTech. Well, how did the idea Transform Life came about? At SGTech, more than most, recognize this incredible pace at which tech ecosystem is changing, and the speed is ever increasing. In 2017, we published a comprehensive history of the tech industry in Singapore, which was very well received, but we realized that so much has changed since then. So much is set to change further in the future. Therefore, the team at SGTech and many of our member companies felt we needed to produce something unique, and we conceived of this interactive multimedia publication from here.
Most important factor for Singapore to succeed in our Smart Nation journey are two things. One is political will, which I think we have. I think the government is convinced that that's the way to go, right? And the government will move in terms of regulations, incentives, funds to make it available. But I think the second most important factor is talent. We need talent within the sector, people who are prepared to come in, join the companies, innovate along the way, experiment, so that we can continue to reap the benefits of this revolution.
SGTech has been a key part of our tech ecosystem in Singapore and a close partner of the government as we grow our tech ecosystem. The role of SGTech has also been crucial to support our national objectives of digitalization, and I look forward to SGTech in continuing to partner Singapore and government in many of our national goals around digitalization.
My heartiest congratulations to SGTech as you celebrate 40 years as Singapore's trade association for the tech industry. Thank you for helping to accelerate the green transformation of our tech SME. I wish you success for many more years to come, and I look forward to your continued support for Singapore's sustainability journey.
40 years is an incredible milestone. SGTech has played a key role in facilitating the partnership between the government and local tech industry. I hope SGTech will continue to make a difference in the future by supporting Singapore's digitalization journey as well as growing our tech ecosystems and capabilities. Keep up the good work and happy 40th anniversary.
Happy 40th anniversary SGTech.
Happy 40th anniversary SGTech.